Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Master of Command, continuing our Sweden campaign. I'll just say it up front, I think this campaign is botched. I think we can't beat the Act 1 HQ with their 17,000 guys, but I will consider this a success if we can come back and get revenge on this encamped army. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to fight this patrol, and then we're going to come up north through here, pay a quick visit to Nystad, maybe try to get a couple of officers for the openings that we have here. We're going to come down, we're going to fight that encamped army, and then by that time the HQ should be mobilized, or should be pretty close to mobilized, and then we'll just fight that HQ battle as a formality. But for right now, let's go ahead and fight this patrol. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I've seen this doctrine yet. Light infantry and cavalry reload and range is really good. So it gives them a... Gosh, I don't like Hungarian hussars. But it gives them a bunch of light infantry. Very interesting. Okay. Let's get to it then. Okay, we're loaded in and ready to go. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to form up a line here on these hedges. We're going to see if they will advance and come to us. They are not an aggressive doctrine, but since they don't have any artillery, I'm hoping that they will come up and try to fight me where I'm at. So what I'm doing is I'm putting up some infantry in cover that can just kind of start eating shots from these guys. And then over here, I have our guys that we're going to run in, and we're going to try to destroy the Hungarian infantry. I've massed our guys over here. I feel like one of the problems in the previous video, when I was fighting that Petrine army, is that I didn't mass my guys to attack like a single unit, so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to mass our guys and then charge in. And everyone else just kind of has to just absorb the shots while all that's happening. So as soon as these guys get their volley off, we're going straight in. I'm gonna bring the Swedish cavalry around. Okay, now let's go ahead and get running. These guys are in reserve just to provide support wherever they might be needed. So let's send you in here, send you in here, send you in here. Looks like their cavalry is charging in. Let's go ahead and get you into an attack column to help out. And let's hit the Hungarian hussars. Okay, let's bring you back. Let's put you in an attack column. Okay, I was hoping you'd be able to charge in, but that's fine too. Let's bring the general over here, give him the extra morale. Let's try to hit those hussars in the back if possible. And then I'm going to put you into an attack column, and we're going to hit those skirmishers. I don't want our guys to recover for a minute. So I'm gonna let these guys shoot. I didn't even notice that the cavalry was over there. Okay, you guys move over this way then. Get ready to support the cavalry. Then you guys charge in here. And then you guys charge into these hussars. Let's stop the artillery fire, or else we're gonna hit our own guys. And let's knock out these recruits, and we should be good. Oh, looks like these hussars are coming back, so let's go ahead and get into a formation. You guys come back. Here, no, don't do that. Don't charge in. What I want is for you to set up. And then if you can, artillery, try to get one more shot on these guys while we are forming up. Swedish Grenadiers, get ready. And then let's open fire. Let's open fire. Perfect. Okay, let's see. Losses weren't too terrible. Go ahead and take the veterancy, I guess. Just trying to make our guys as elite as possible before the encamped army. The light saddle is actually better. Okay. And what we need to do now is we need to go up to this little village here. We need to buy up some manpower. Try to get everyone replenishing. Buy up a little bit of ammunition. Swedish cavalry don't need ammo, so let's give it to the artillery. And then let's go ahead and reinforce march on over here. Or death march, as some would say. We can death march on over here. And then sell off some stuff, because we'll get a better price over here. So let's go ahead and start marching. Okay. Go. Bleeding a little bit of manpower. It's okay. Let's go around the swamp. Nice. And then we should be able to sell off some things here. Not really anything I can buy. I could get some officers. Nothing incredible, unfortunately. Okay, let's sell off the canister. We're definitely not going to need that. And go ahead and sell these off. I don't think I'll need them. Won't need that. Need this. Those I think are not needed as well. So now I've got a little bit more money. If I get just a tad bit more, I could get the Arvade Musketeers. 839, and I need 843. Okay. Then let's take an item off of our general. Let's take the skull cap. now we've got just enough. Let's go ahead and buy the Barbati Musketeers. Okay. What do you have again? Light saddle. Okay, so just cavalry equipment. Alright, then let's go ahead and let's come try to fight this encamped army one last time. And I think the HQ will be mobilizing like right, either right as we get there or right after the battle. Okay. I was hoping we would have destroyed at least one of their artillery batteries, but it doesn't look like we did, although two of them are pretty messed up, so... I know that one of their Skovsky Musketeers was also fairly messed up, so... Alright, let's go ahead and let's do this. Okay, we're loaded in, ready to go. So what I'm going to try to do this time is I'm going to put up a small line here, utilizing the cover here. I mean, there's no guarantee that they'll even advance up to here and fight me, but I'm kind of hoping they will. If they don't, then I can still try to move further up with our line and stay in cover. Meanwhile, over here, I've got our more melee-oriented guys coming up the road, and I will have them start working down this side of the line. The Austrian Fusiliers are pretty messed up from the last battle, and then they've got the Royal Recruits over here, which are going to be much easier to take down compared to the Russian units. Help whittle down the Russians, I'm putting our artillery over here to just try to inflict as much physical and morale damage as possible. Okay. Here they come. Go ahead and start spreading guys out so that they don't get too messed up by the artillery. Varvade, I want you to advance up the road a little bit. Try to get on the road and get some of that movement speed. And then I've got my two Swedish musketeers here that are going to be in reserve and ready to take over on the line for anyone who gets messed up. Let's go ahead and start moving our melee guys in. We are getting two of their units to peel off, so that's good. Go ahead and get unlimbered. And let's get you. Definitely shoot these guys. Definitely shoot these guys. And I'll only use canister on them if an opportunity presents itself, but right now I think round shot is fairly decent. Okay, let's pull them back. Yeah, and you guys just advancing up here. Okay, I think they are going to get a shot off. Or not. But let's go ahead and charge in. I want to keep the Grenadiers nearby so that they're getting a morale boost. Beef. You guys have already taken a ton of damage. Okay, let's come up here. These guys just take no damage. Let's just get everyone in there. Looks like the artillery has kind of changed focus. Let's Go ahead and move our guys up a little bit, since we aren't really getting their attention. Oh, why didn't these guys finish their charge? Okay, nice. We beat those royal recruits. Kinda want to go for their artillery just because the artillery is so dangerous. You guys hold your fire. You guys can open fire. Okay, let's see. Bring you guys a little bit closer up. Let's bring you guys in. Then let's get after that artillery. Try to bring our own guys forward a little bit. Let's advance here. Let's keep the pressure on them over here. Actually, yeah, let's just keep fighting this guy. Maybe we can kill the officer. I don't know if we did kill the officer or not. I wasn't watching. Shoot. You guys form up over here. Maybe we load canister now. No, you're supposed to be retreating. Don't get involved in any melees. Yeah, all those guys are pretty much done for. Let's take our shots now. Very nice, we've defeated them. Let's come back. I want to keep the general roughly in this area so that he's keeping the artillery here and keeping these musketeers here. I want these guys walking to try to get some of their stamina back. These guys should be pretty close to routing. Might even bring these guys up some, just to get a little bit more efficiency out of them. And I don't want to risk our officer. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Like, we're not going to be encamped army, but just for the sake of not losing our officer, I don't want to commit him anymore. Okay, you guys hold your fire at this point. And then let's get you into an attack column. And let's knock out these last guys. Okay, go ahead and charge in. And we'll get you a little more around. And let's try to hit them in the rear here. And that should do it. There we go. Fairly bloody battle, but I would expect no less from the Etrine encamped army. Unfortunately, they were so small. It's not like we get a lot in prisoner rewards. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up the reservists. None of these are, like, amazing. We do one reroll. Okay, this one is okay. So you could upgrade. It's probably not worth it though. You're probably getting more out of your veterancy than you are getting out of upgrading. Yeah. Okay. Oh, is this the artillery horse? Oh, cool. Stamina and move speed. That's really neat. Then let's go ahead and come up here. Yep, HQ is mobilized. And we really need a bunch of manpower and ammunition. We'll need a teensy bit more manpower and cavalry doesn't need any. There. And then let's go ahead and actually, is there anyone that we could buy here? We could get some recruits if we could somehow generate 400 gold. Oh, interesting. Extra morale damage dealt. Oh, that's cool. I was wondering why the sale value is higher on everything, but it's because it's beautiful. I remembered seeing that. Do I want to try to buy a recruit unit here? I mean, sure, why not? So let's do that, and that. I don't really need the artillery horse, we can sell it, even though I think it's cool. And let's pick up this recruit. Got a few recruits using just normal old weapons. Give you the land pattern. You can have that, sure, and cheese. And this cavalry, I actually want to throw on the Swedish. Because I feel like the extra morale damage is worth more than the charge bonus. So we'll make that switch. And you can have the Hungarian horse. So then we can come up here. Let's sell off, not to you, but here, let's sell those off. And maybe try to pick up a couple of guns. So you can use a Charleville. Oh, you don't have anything. Okay. Let's give you those things. So now we've got this Delft. Let's give that to you. And now I think everyone has a real musket, right? No more worn. Yeah, no more worn muskets. Nice. Sell those two off. And then let's do some raiding. I don't think there's anything else that we can really accomplish here. Nice, we got the extra veterancy gain and morale. Morale is actually pretty sweet. And this won't really matter because I don't think we're gonna come out of this live, but let's just go ahead and do this for fun. Dude, the Russians with their 2,000 men and 70 morale. Ugh. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're loaded in, so let's get to moving. We are going to move very aggressively to try to seize this hill and maybe try to seize some of the ground over here. I want to force them to make the bulk of their army cross the river to fight us. They also have their Skovsky musketeers over here, so I'm moving very aggressively with our melee guys and also with our veteran artillery. And what I want to do is I want to wheel the artillery in like as close as possible and just dump some canister into them because these guys are going to be a pain. And I'm pretty sure we can't beat this battle, so I just kind of want to point blank hit them with canister and see what happens. I think it sounds fun. But the Indelta recruits, they're going to be holding the line over here, assuming we can force them to cross. These Swedish musketeers will be holding off the guys that are already on this side of the river. Our Varvade troops, they will draw the attention of the Skovsky musketeers, ideally, and then our melee guys can come in and clean up. Ideally after these guys get their canister shot off. But we'll see. We'll see. I think we're getting pretty close to being in artillery range for some of these guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. Maybe we don't get exactly in their range. Start doing some of this. Move you over here, Varvade, coming up. You keep coming up. Maybe I'll see if we can take this tree line. I'd rather the Varvade be up there, but they are a little bit slow. Okay, let's get back into a column and then march up there. It'll be a lot faster, I think. A pretty nasty hit. Let's get the Indelta recruits up here instead of our Swedish musketeers. General, come over here. Go ahead and swing back just a little bit. You can unlimber. And let's start trying to knock off that foot. You guys... I didn't want to select the cavalry, but that's okay. You guys hold your fire. Yes, I want them to line up. I want them to shoot the Swedish musketeers, please. Please, please, please. Yes. Okay, and then let's move in for point blank canister. You guys get ready to take over for the Indelta recruits. And let's hit him. How much damage was that? Only 161? That wasn't as much as I was hoping for. Okay, well, let's go ahead and charge our guys in. Let's turn you guys limbered up, and let's bring you guys in to do a bunch of morale damage. Let's get lined up here. I might actually just ask you to come back, or you're totally broken. They actually have a lot of exposed artillery. I want to make sure these guys break. And then let's make a move on the artillery over here. Nope, 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 nope. How did the Russians spread out so far that the cavalry ended up running into them? Okay, yeah, let's bring you up. Sorry, I forgot about you. And just want to stay away from those hussars for a minute. I want them to lock onto my cavalry. Looks like they've locked onto my cavalry. What are you? Oh, we're doing over here. Actually doing okay. Except for cavalry. No, our oh no, all these guys are shattering. Well, I hope we can at least knock out this artillery. You get into a column. And let's come help out over here. I want you guys to be closer. These guys shouldn't be very good at melee. The millets. Sure, charge in. You guys too, charge in. Yeah, I didn't expect these guys to do super awesome there. Let's go ahead and try to knock these guys out. Don't shoot at them. Let's charge in. We finish these guys. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can knock these guys out with canister. And they're not coming back. Where's the general? General, come support. So close. So close. Actually, come back and give your... Don't charge them, just try to shoot them. And you stay close by. Those guys aren't coming back, but those volunteer hussars might. Have you stop and reload. How dare they? Uh-oh. Run, General. Well, once they are done, I'm surprised that these guys didn't just instantly rout. Okay. Here they come. Nice. Let's turn the other way. And let's finish this with a charge. Maybe we can break these guys. That was wishful thinking. That actually went better than I thought it would. I think if I had not messed up in the previous episode, if I had not tried to fight the encamped army so early, I think maybe we could have actually beaten the Act 1 HQ, but I definitely had some misplays. Going for the encamped army so early, definitely the biggest misplay. And part of that is because... let's take a look at the army stats real quick. Man, these guys just lost a bunch of dudes. I wasn't overly impressed by the Swedish Grenadiers. I wonder if it'd be better to go with the veteran musketeers instead. Veteran artillery did really well. Um, so the biggest misplay was going after the encamped army too early. And I did that because I was feeling pretty strong. I was definitely feeling that we were stronger than we actually were. Um, I didn't think that the encamped army would be qualitatively so good. But it is qualitatively very good, and we didn't have a qualitative advantage or a quantitative advantage, so I was asking for trouble going into that, and then it just made matters worse that they had the Petrine doctrine and they had two of the Skovsky musketeers. Just really, really made it tough, along with all that artillery. Um, so going for the encamped army early was a mistake. Um, and I felt pressured to go after the encamped army because I think that you have to take down one or two of the encamped armies in order to make sure that you are ready for the HQ on Marshals. At least that's how it feels to me at the moment. Um, so there's like a there's I mean literally the HQ mobilizing is like it's a ticking bomb, and if you aren't strong enough when it's ready, you're gonna get destroyed. So I felt the clock ticking, felt like I had to fight the encamped army. I didn't have to. I think it was only like day 100 when I went and fought them, so I still had like 46 days, I believe, to play around with, and I definitely should have used um more of that time to scale up our army. I think the other mistake I made was I feel like the Swedish battalion artillery wasn't all that helpful. They actually got a fair amount of kills here, but they were also pretty pricey, and so I'm not sure that buying them really helped me out. Or at least it didn't help me out going into the encamped army. Maybe I should have spent some time getting them some veterancy. But I kind of feel like that was also a misplay. And even during the battle with the encamped army, um, number one, I shouldn't have gone into it. And then when I did see what their army was, I probably should have retreated. Um, and then number three, just the battle itself was kind of nasty. They had their artillery up on like this little plateau or hill. And I moved some Swedish musketeers up into range, and I was hoping that we could just knock them out by shooting at them. That was not the case. I think like all of their artillery was focusing that musketeer unit, and they ended up getting routed pretty early. So probably what I should have done is put them into a column and just charge them in. Um, so kind of messy there. And then somebody had mentioned that maybe I shouldn't be spreading my guys so thin. I thought, yeah, maybe you're right, especially since this isn't really a firing army. This is more of like a charging and melee army. So we did kind of do that in this episode. We tried to keep our firing line pretty small. Um, had a couple of units there as backup, and then just let our melee guys kind of go to work and do their own thing. Um, so I feel like if we'd been doing that earlier, maybe we would have been able to salvage the campaign, but alas, here we are. So sorry we took another L here, guys, but I feel like I'm really still trying to figure out the update and the DLC nations. They're both pretty different from what I'm used to. I really like going in with more shooting infantry, um, and then kind of like the melee melee units are kind of like a second thought or like a second priority for me, but really having to prioritize melee, I think has been a little bit difficult with the Swedish and then with the Polish, I just wasn't used to the same, and I should have been using it more for sure. So I do have a Polish-Lithuanian campaign that I'm just playing on my own time, and that one seems to be going pretty well. I was able to fight an encamped army and beat them. I didn't lose any units, which was really nice. So I'm gonna keep playing that offline campaign and just kind of see if I can keep building on that and what the rest of the acts look like. I also might unlock some I might unlock some regiments of renown, which make playing it a little easier because the regiments of renown are just inherently better than I don't know, like a veteran Swedish musketeer with a couple of veterancy. So anyway, I think that kind of wraps up all the thoughts that I had. Sorry we took another loss here, guys, but I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of the update a little bit. And I think next time I should hopefully have things a little bit more figured out for the proper levels of strength to fight the encamped armies. The other thing I'm thinking about is, oh, you can actually see here my you can see here my Poland-Lithuanian campaign that I've been doing. I might just load into it. I won't play it, but I'll just load into it and show you guys what I've been doing here. I think I recently fought an encamped army, and then a field army came for me, and then there was like a convoy encounter here, and I did that, and I was able to spawn a weak field army. So I feel like we're doing fairly well here. I've got, check this out, Lithuanian veteran musketeers with Jaeger rifles. I've got Polish musketeers, Commonwealth recruits, some militia, Polish grenadiers. Also, in the same, I've been able to enact 1 reform cost reduction and 1 infantry unit size increase. So all of our guys are a little bit bigger, which is cool. We picked up some artillery. We also got a Cossack unit, which is kind of fun. So this is going well for the most part. We're 13,000 men strong. HQ will activate in about 15 days. Where is the HQ? HQ's over here. So what I want to do is I want to take out this field army and then force march my way up here and hopefully fight them, get the 2 encamped armies done before the HQ comes after me. That's the plan. Will we be able to pull it off? I think so. I think so. But this is going well, so we'll take it. How did I get this preserved rations doctrine? Because this I definitely got from fighting a encamped army. This I got from doing the sub-objective. Did I besiege a fort? I honestly don't remember how I got this, but reducing provision consumption has been nice, so we'll take it. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, if you're enjoying the content, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Sorry this campaign didn't work out either, but we're learning, we're getting better. And if you guys have any advice for me, any tips, I'm happy to hear it. I would appreciate it if you don't construe it in kind of like a, I don't know, like a mean way or anything like that. But if you have constructive criticism, I'm open to it. I check the comments. I often reply to them. So let me know what you think. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next video.